Hello guys, welcome to session 2 for automation overview. So in this session we will learn types of automation topologies and component of automation overview. Automations. Types of topology. So it means how many topologies, automations topology available. So first topology is hardware relay logics. We can do automations by using a relay and some wires also. Then other types is dedicated electronic card control automation, PLC system automation, and DCS system automations. PC based instrumentations. Okay, what is the difference of this topology? So first one is hardware relay logic. Show the logics designed by hardwires and relay. Okay, dedicated electronic card control base, that means microcontroller based automations. PLC system automation, that means in automations in which we are using PLC system, that is known as PLC system automation. DCS system automation, that distributed control system automations. If you are using DCS system and too many systems, then it is known as DCS system automations. Then again is PC based instrumentations. If you are using, if you have done the automations with using some PCs and instrument, that is known as PC based instrumentation. Otherwise, components of automations, that means how many components are used in automation system. So here is a complete and brief idea about the component of automation. So here you can see first one is a sensor, transmitter, controller, actuators, final control elements, human machine interface, panels, wiring and cabling. So all these are the components of automation. Okay, first we will go sensor. Sensors, in sensor there are too many types of sensor: RTD sensor, TC sensors, proximity switches and flow meter sensor. Okay, so in transmitter also there are number of time transmitter sensor available: temperature transmitter, pressure transmitter, flow transmitter, pH transmitter, etc. So as per your application, you have to select the transmitter. You have to use your transmitter in your application. Controller, actually, controller, in context of controller, there are too many controllers available in the market. Here we can, for example, PLC. PLC is one type of controller. DCS is also one type of controller. So you can use DCS and PLC also. Actuators, there are contactors, relay, VFD, variable frequency drive, IP to converter, etc. These are the actuator, that means one type of switching devices. Final control elements, motors, heaters, control valves, etc. All are the final control elements which are used in automation, human machine interface, HMI and SCADA system. Human machine interface, SCADA, all are the human machine interface. Panels, wiring and cabling. So these all are the components of automations. Now we will see some basic idea about the PLC. So here you can see basic definitions of controller is an electronics devices that takes input from the plant, machine via sensor and transmitter, executes the logic programmed in its memory and generates the useful output on actuators to control plant and machine. Second one is Richard E. Morley of Bedford Associated had invented the first PLC as a consulting project. Okay, so this invented by the Richard E. Morley. The first domestically produced PLC made its appearance in Japan in 1970. Okay, then it appears for general purpose. It appears in 1976. So PLC in one type of example of real-time system. Here you can see lights, drive motors, pumps, push buttons, switches and photo sensors. Okay, these are the one type of, for example, lights, drives, these are the component of PLC. This can be lights can be connected in input side Drive motors can be connected in output side, pumps also can be connected in output side. Push buttons switches are all are digital input. Photo sensors, it's known as digital, sorry, analog inputs, because all are photo sensors. Then everybody has a questions, if logic can be possible via hardware relay logic, then why we should use PLC? Okay, so simple reason, here you can see difference between PLC logic and hardware relay logic. Okay, so if you want to do logic for DUL starter, for example, if you want to run motor via one push button, start and stop the motor, so for that you have to use wiring, control wiring for that. For example, start button, if you will press start button, then motor should be on. Then if motor will be overlaid, then it should be stop. If you will press stop button, then it should be stop. So this type of control wiring you have to do it. Okay, and if you want to operate another motor, then you have to do this wiring again. Okay, because you cannot copy this wiring and paste it. Okay, so this is the disadvantage. Okay, in case of PLC logic, you need control contactor and OLR, PLC, motor and push button. So push button will be connected to the PLC and contactor will be connected to the output. It will generate the output to the motor. It will run the motor. So here you will press the start button, the motor will start. Stop button, the motor will stop. So this logic will remain in the PLC. Okay. Now if you want to do for this same logic for another motor, then you have to just add input and outputs only, because program you can copy and paste, you can change the input output address and start the another motor. Okay, so no need to do another wiring, just you have to connect input and output. Okay, then advantage of PLC and disadvantage of PLC. So here these are the advantages, these are the disadvantage of PLC. So you can see here flexibility, faster response time, less and simpler wiring, solid state, no moving parts, modular design, easy to repair and expand, handles much more complicated system, sophisticated instruction set available, allows for diagnostic, easy to troubleshoot, less expensive. Disadvantage is there. Environmental considerations, heat, humidity, vibration, EMI, ESI, all are affecting the PLC. Fail-safe operations, so these are the disadvantage of PLC. Now detailed block diagram of PLC. Here you can see in the simple block diagram for the PLC. Show in PLC how many components. For example, digital input modules, analog input modules, digital output modules, analog output modules. Okay, in digital input modules you can connect all digital inputs. In analog input modules you can connect all analog inputs like pressure transmitter, time pressure transmitter. It is in memory, you can save the program. Digital outputs, you can connect all digital outputs in the digital output modules like lamps, motors, etc. Analog output modules, you can connect analog output, for example VFD, you can connect it. Then there is a power supply module. Here you can give the supply 24 volt DC or 20 volt AC. Both the supply supported PLC available. For programming, you have to use one PC or laptop. You can do the programming for the PLC. Now, cyclic program executions. So, what is fundamental within each program cycle? What is happening? The PLC is taking the input from the outside or from the sensor. Then it will function, it will function on program, user program, then it will generate the output. So this cycle is continuous running in the PLC. So this is the basic fundamental of the PLC